a man with extensive experience in investment banking, okay, and one who is passionate about helping and serving our SMEs. Through Mula Sense, he helps to connect quality businesses seeking loans for expansion capital, equipment purchase, and other needs with the broader investment community. So to tell us more about the platform and how it can actually help you is Mr. Lawrence Yong from Mula Sense.
Well, great to see all of you here. Thanks, Jeffrey, for inviting us, and great honor to hear all the inspiring stories of all the all the bosses that came out here to talk about their adventure and journey. So, before I start to give you an introduction about Mula Sense, next slide here. I'd just like to echo a little bit of what some of the speakers said previously. If you're a business owner, some of these things may ring a bell. A lot of SMEs that we talk to tell us their problems or their challenges in financing. One of the top challenges is that the phone is ringing, but my cash is tied up and I can't take this opportunity. That sounds like what this gentleman here talking about. And this is the classic cash conversion cycle, right? And sometimes you have rented either goods or services. The buyer has taken the delivery of your goods and services, but they only take like 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days to pay you. And on the other side, your supplier is asking for credit terms. So what happens is that your cash gets locked up. Your profit is earned, but your cash gets locked up, and then therefore you're hesitant to take on more business opportunity. I think that's one of the greatest grievance that we hear from small businesses. Another one is they were also grieving that sometimes I go to the financial institutions and and I apply for a loan, but by the time they approve my loan, the business opportunity is gone. So sometimes there's also a long turnaround time, when businesses try to get financing from mainstream institutions. Okay. Yes. And so these are just some of the obstacles that we hear from you, from small businesses. And next, yeah. And so in these challenges, we see opportunities, right? Because there's opportunities abound. I mean, this is simply just by solving this problem, you'll see growth in your business and you create lots of benefits for society, for economy. And therefore, Mula Sense is born to help the SMEs, help entrepreneurs realize their dreams, and also help investors get rewarded for their decisions. So here's the spiel about us then. So we are an online marketplace, an online digital lender that we help to bring capital markets solutions to SMEs. So we are one of the first platforms to have launched in Singapore. We help SMEs raise working capital from all classes of investors. So we have onboarded around 15,000 plus retail investors, out of which 4,000 plus are active. In the past two years, ever since we got a license, we have facilitated about 76 million of working capital through the platform, and I think we've helped around more than 500 SMEs, right, to get finance in this manner. So how it works is that you earlier when Jeffrey introduced, made the opening speech, he talked about companies like DBS, OCBC, the large companies. So what large companies had was access to capital markets, right? They were able to go to capital markets to raise bonds, issue bonds, and then to finance their business. Now that solution was never made available to SMEs until we tried and made it happen. So essentially we're tapping the dormant capital out there to help fulfill the financing needs of SMEs. Okay, so next. So this is a flavor of the type of node structures that we help to facilitate on the platform. In general, our solution is that of a short-term working capital, and they come in different node structures. The most popular type is an equal installment loan, which breaks down into repayment by principal plus interest on a monthly basis. But there are other types of structures that we can use to fit the company's cash flow position. Next. These are some of our criteria. I'm not going to go through too much. If you wish, you can take a photo. But next. Yeah. So I'd just like to end up this, like why we're here. We're so super excited to be here because I think the partnership with Invictus, we're really keen to pilot a way that that through Invictus, the data points are recorded, and that can enable our lenders, right, to give them greater confidence, right, to being able to put their money to finance, your companies or the suppliers or buyers that you serve. So we would really like to see how we can extend this digitalization of data points to enable financing and help to benefit the entire ecosystem of borrowers and lenders, and to most importantly convert the educated, sophisticated struggler to the educated, sophisticated prosperer. With that, thank you, and I